Hi everyone, it's day 100. I made it, and I have lots to talk about. I'm very nervous, but I'm excited to do this. So what I did is I did a test. I've been so anxious, and I know a lot of people have, and I wanted to see if making art helped with mental health. So I made art every day for 100 days, and this is my final project for day 100. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I have this all set up. Why make art? So underneath each of these is a piece of art that I made, and then something that a little thought about why you might want to make art. Now, I'm scared I'm gonna get emotional. I'm scared I'm gonna tear up, or I'm not gonna be able to speak. And so I have a plan. If that happens, I'm going to cut away to these baby chicks, just to look at while I gather my composure. I have my friend Summer in here as well, if we need to take a break. Thank you, Summer. And then I thought Ted was in here, but I guess he left. I wish Ted was here. Rebecca, can you please bring Ted here? Okay, let's just go. So 100 days of making art, and I used this book, Healing with the Arts. It's a 12-week program, and I'm on the last part of it, so it just gets you making art. And the last part is your final presentation. So this was really helpful for me. Another book that's really helpful is this one, The Artist's Way. It's the same thing. It's a 12-week program that gets you making art. This one and this one. So I highly recommend those books. Okay, I'm just gonna start. Here we go. So the first one, why make art? Let's see what we got here. So why make art? So this is a piece. How about I talk about the idea, then I talk about the piece. It's okay if you do. Oh, thanks. SMPTE, color bars. Can you see my hands shaking? Okay. So why make art? So making art consistently makes you be around art more often. And art is nice to be around. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but it is. If you make art, you're around art more, and it feels nice to be around art. So, that's something positive. We're looking for nice feelings, right? So this is Biggie Smalls, one of my favorite rappers of all time. He's just so freaking cool. I'm slowly introducing my children to him, but he's so dirty. Anyways, it was just fun to play with color, and this one just was this was almost like I don't know. This one isn't original, just fun, right? Okay, number 2. So far, so good. So this piece. All right, this is another one I was just starting out. Again, it just was fun. I was just getting going. Lots of color. Okay, here's another reason to make art. It feels really good when you wake up in the morning and look at a piece of art that you just finished the day before. Yeah. Again, we're just looking for good feelings. So I woke up in the morning and I saw a piece of art that was done the night before, and it felt so good. It felt so good. So that's something, right? This piece is just kind of make it up as you go type thing. There's some tape on there, I'll get later. Just acrylics on wood panel. That one's just acrylic and glitter and gold on wood panel. Okay, moving on. I gotta put this back up here. Okay, I can stay there. Next, this one says, why make art? This one. Here we are. So, why make art? The world needs more art right now. I don't know, I think that's kind of true. So you can clearly see what this was about. This is actually a world map underneath. I mean, this was just what's going on. The whole frickin' world wore masks for a couple of years. Okay, So these are just wood panel masks and art resin. This is acrylic, some ink, resin, and the real mask. Okay, next. Why make art? Let's see. Okay, so making art gives your brain something else to think about. So, what's next on the thing I'm making? I woke up in the morning and instead of the brain, going to worrying or problems, the brain goes to, I'm working on that piece. What do I do next? So, to me, that's good. So this piece was from a project in this book, Healing with the Arts, and the idea was to draw or make a piece of art that shows art and healing like colliding or something like that. So that was my idea. One of them was supposed to represent art, one of them was supposed to just represent healing, and then this. So that's actually paper. I printed that out and I put it on paper over top of ink and acrylic and then resin. Okay, this is going okay. Oh, thanks, Joanne. I know I like that piece too. Okay, next, why make art? Okay, so this is two pieces that kind of go together because they got circles of different colors. So this is just more of an idea. Your imagination can be your worst nightmare or your greatest superpower. What you are thinking about impacts how you feel. So yes, I noticed very clearly if you're in the studio, if you're making art, your imagination is thinking about things you can create. If you're not making art, if you're stuck in your head, making up things to worry about. So yeah, making art gets you out of that headspace. Oops. And so this piece, I started it like 20 years ago, maybe. See, this was me working at a desk and then working, but something was starting to kind of bubble, and then it just explodes out and like that. And I never knew what to put in this circle, but then I found the gold. And so I like the idea that if you do what you love, you will be greatly rewarded. That's a quote from Brandon Boyd of Incubus, was my favorite band back in the day. Okay, and then I found Biggie Smalls. So yes, and this is just playing with color. Is just fun. Just start putting color on a canvas. It's a good way to start. You don't have to have an idea. Just pick nice colors that you're like, oh, that's a nice color. Okay. Next, why make art? Okay. Uh-oh, it's falling. Okay. So, we are what we repeatedly do. Who are you? So this is two pieces together. Again, this one was, I didn't have a plan, just play with color. Just put color on stuff. It's just a good place to start. And then this one is, if you go, at least the eye doctors I've gone to, is when you look in this machine to test your vision, you focus on this image and you want to see the house. So, but then I also like the idea of focus. Do less things, but do them really well, as opposed to too many things. So we are what we repeatedly do. I'm now an artist because I make art, right? Let's check in here. I'm gonna take some breaths. Summer? She loves these chicks. So my daughter, look at these. We got them from the dollar store. They're adorable. We just cut bigger doors in it. They have a house. Look at that. The problem is they're gonna grow up into chickens. And then I gotta figure out what to do with the chickens. I had to get rid of all my chickens because a fox discovered our yard and was picking them off. And the hawks were picking them off, so. Okay, good problems. Let's continue. I'm gonna take a quick water break. I wish you could play music during YouTube lives, When I'm working in here, I just have music playing. Lately, a lot of the Wu-Tang Clan. It's just so hard. I watched the Wu-Tang docuseries on Disney Plus, and it made you realize how desperate they were to make it work. And it makes the music just really cool. Wu-Tang. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So, this one is just something, no, I'll do that one second last. All right, this, why make art? Somewhere? Look at him. Don't be scared. Okay. So this is because once you start making art, you can keep going. It's just like if you start going to the gym or exercising. Once you start and like get in the habit, then I'm gonna keep making art. I'm gonna keep making art. So that's a good thing about making art. It not only has like moments in life where you feel good, but you also get to keep doing it. And then it can become who you are. Okay. This is just to show you that I have lots of pieces that are unfinished, but I'm working on. I'm excited to. I've been working on this one since the start. The idea came from Alphonse Mucha. He's my favorite artist, and he did this called The Seasons. And we have spring, summer, autumn, fall. And so I made the canvases the same size as his, and I'm just doing that idea. But we'll see what happens. So I'm putting summer away. In the fall, I'm only gonna work on fall. In the winter, I'm only gonna work on winter, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm gonna hide this one soon, so I don't look at it until next summer. But then in the end, they'll all work together because I have the background, all matching. So in a couple of years, these ones are gonna be so freaking good. Okay, this one, again, probably 20 years old in the making, and it's getting really close to being done. I just need to know what goes in that top circle above that creature's head. Then just that one, starting. I'm working from this reference. Okay, next, moving on. This is great. I thought I'd be blubbering and crying the whole time. Okay, so this one just says, Rebecca made this for me, I think, this message. When I started this, she made these letters, art is good for me. So I put them on this sign, and I'm gonna put it up somewhere obvious. It's tacky, freaking tacky, but it's a message. And thanks, Rebecca, for getting me to do this. That's who Rebecca is. Right there. Okay, I have one last thing to do. I'm going to pour resin on a very special piece. It's tacky as heck, but it's a message, right? So, I mixed up some resin here. While I stir, I'm going to show you these things that Rebecca made, which I think are good. I really like the message. Where there's passion, there's quality. No creative effort is ever wasted. I like that idea. Creativity rewards us all. People who make things better. Jump in, let go, trust yourself. All right, just gonna keep stirring. This is my references board, so I collect stuff here. Before this stream, I put Eminem's Lose Yourself on, obviously, to pump myself up. Okay. This is so I wrote this book, All These New Socks. So I made this piece of art to plan out different sock designs for this. I'm gonna stir it for just a couple more minutes. So overall, some days I think art is good for mental health. Some days I don't think it makes any difference at all. Which I think is just what life is. Some days are the best, some days are the worst. But you just keep moving. Keep moving. Having those baby chicks is a really nice thing in life too. It's helpful to just surround yourself in like nice things. I'm so thankful for having kids because they get you playing, right? Okay, almost done this. Okay. 30 more seconds of stirring. Summer's watching the chicks. Well, I'm stirring a bit more. Well, this is really helpful too. Just having this around, because then you're like, oh, what other colors are there in the world? Sometimes you just don't know. This one, these are all the actual notes, Why Make Art. So those are the notes that ended up turning into all this to make the final project. All right, 30 more seconds. I have one more, one more artist tip, something that I really like. So my favorite tools are, I save like all different size circles. Just if you find circles, you save them. You always need to trace a circle, so. And then tools like this are awesome. They're big, you can hold them, draw lines, so those are some good tools. Anyways. My hope for doing this 100 days is that, well, I did it for me to help myself, but then I'm like, if I can just get someone else there to start painting, that'd be really cool. So please let me know if you started painting because of this, because that's what I was trying to do, make a case that it feels good and it's actually what you should be doing because it's what you did when you were a kid. And it's all that you really want to do, and it's what makes you really happy, but you're not doing it. You might be happy to start doing it. Okay, I've stirred enough. I always just overstir because I'm nervous. All right, can I have a drum roll, please? Summer? Okay, wipe this off. So this is the main thing that happened from 100 days. Remember who you are. There's some music playing. Hey, babe. Hey. Hi, Rebecca. I'm almost done. Oh, there's Ted. Thank you for coming, Ted. Where's the spreader? What do you think, Bex? I did it. I freaking did it, Bex. I did it. I know. I did it. It is important to note that I wasn't making art before doing this. Right? I know.
Just popped out some amazing pieces of the video.
Do you mind holding the camera? Thank you. You're the one who got me to do this. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So, make sure your fingers are on the bottom mic. I do that all the time. Oh, sorry, that's okay. Why did you suggest for me to do a 100? You said, David, maybe you should do a 100-day art challenge. You said that to me. Why did you say that?
Because you were so unhappy, and art makes you feel good, but you don't prioritize it because you think that it's, I don't know, not work or... No, stop it.
Hey, come. Hey, what are you doing?
This guy. It's
Come on,
amazing.
man. Come on, man. We're doing a video.
Here, don't hold him with your resin gloves.
All right, he's good for the shot, anyways.
Don't try this at home, people.
So why did you tell me to do 100 directions? You just answered that, or you
I just think that, yeah, it's something that makes you feel productive, makes you feel happy. You kind of get lost in it.
did?
You get out of your head for a little bit, maybe. And I thought that you needed that.
Okay. Well, can I say something to you?
I should make art for 100
I
days.
think you should do a 100-day challenge. Maybe like finish that book or something. I think that you should do it. 15 minutes minimum. That's
Yeah, should.
yeah. Like you said, you want to make it very good. If you're accountable and you say you're good in the rain, all it takes. I don't think you're gonna drop on balls. If anything, just makes you better, right?
Yes, I would love to use this art studio that we built for making art. I don't know, I also think that sometimes the art process helps you to have insights that you wouldn't have had otherwise, right? It's like when you travel, sometimes just being out of the norm gives you a different perspective. And I feel like art kind of brings you out of your norm, like yeah, like it brings you out of your, whatever your daily whatever is. It's, Dave, you're freaking me out holding that dog like that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's great. You want it? I made this one for you, Bex.
What does it say?
It's just letting you know how powerful you all are. Let them fail. Let everybody fail. I made my fortune when I had nothing to start with, by myself, my own ideas. Let other people do the same thing. If I lose everything in the collapse of our financial structure, I will start in the beginning to build up again.
God.
I just want you to know how strong you are. Do anything, babe.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. It's just so exhausting.
Okay, I'm just gonna torch this and then we're done, right?
Okay. Teddy, come. Teddy, come. Pass me the dog?
Torch with the dog?
No, I don't. That's where we draw the line.
Someone check on those chicks, please.
Summer, leave it. Hey, babies. I guess you already showed this chick house to everybody?
Of course.
Speaking of a work of art. Amazing. Chickies.
Okay. Quick torch, and then let's sign off.
Okay.
Who this? And who this? Summer?
Good girl. Leave it, Summer.
Now, dear. Okay, final words? That's right. Thank you to everyone who followed along, and thank you for all the nice comments from people. And thank you for watching. And I hope that you make something.
Adios.
Bye.
Good job, Dave.